The South African Liquor Brandowners Owners Association Chairman, Sibani Mngadi, joins me for more on this. Sibani, thanks very much for talking to us. This is the third tax deferment that the sector is asking SARS for as a result of COVID restrictions. Presumably you will get it, but you will have to pay it back at some point. Perhaps start by telling us, how does this deferment help you?
Yes, thank you very much for the opportunity. In terms of our tax, it's unlike the personal income tax, which was being opened today, where you work it out your income and losses and pay to SARS once a year. For us, it's charged at point of production. So the products that we will have been selling at this current moment are liable for tax payment, although we are unable to pay. So we pay a rolling tax of every month, depending on the products that we produce or import into the country. So what we are asking for now is that, due to the fact that we are unable to sell for the current 14 days to July 11, and we are unclear whether government will allow us to sell from the 12th of July, we would therefore like to have this reprieve. Basically, what it allows us to do, as you know, if we are under pressure like we are, one of the areas where you can hold back is what we call account payable, therefore the money you pay to your suppliers and so on. But for us, the biggest chunk of payment we make goes directly to government in terms of excise tax.
And you've made a point by spelling out the losses to government in direct taxes here. 3.6 billion rand in direct taxes, 1.5 billion in excise duties. Would there have been a way to place those restrictions in such a manner that it would have curbed those tax losses? What's your take?
Yeah, our take is, honestly, if you look at what we call off-consumption, box stores and even e-commerce, we do not see where the problem is, particularly with that area, because certainly shopping experience at the box store is more or less the same as the grocery shop, where you get your food and other items. And in that occasion, we do not see why government will close the channel. E-commerce is even better because it's delivered to your home in a secured environment. We do not understand why they went for the full-on ban, and we do feel that it only allows for illicit trade to grow, while there are losses on both sides. As you correctly say, the 14 days we have estimated a loss of about 6 billion. On government side is that 3 billion for various other taxes, and on excise tax, which is what people generally call sin tax, it's 1.5 billion. To give the viewers a perspective in terms of how big these taxes are on our business processes, if you are buying a bottle of vodka at 140 rand, that's kind of a low-end vodka, 74 rand of that goes directly into government coffers in terms of excise tax. That's how significant this component of our business is.
Yeah. Sibani, I've got to ask you, just before these latest restrictions came up, we've had some companies, probably outside, the ambit of your umbrella body, that have brought back some investments that they initially thought they would shelve. What's the talk now within those companies in your stable as far as investments are concerned?
Yeah, well, it's a difficult space to work in, especially, I mean, as you know, the investment decisions are taken based on kind of confidence in the future prospect of that investment. But certainly, as you know, at least one big company that had taken some decision around withholding investment, SAB, has taken a legal action around the matter, and we hope that it's going to be heard sometime soon. At least that should bring some clarity. But certainly it does discourage investment in terms of full commitment to the South African market. We hope that we can get to some level of stability, at least from the channels where there is certainly no risk of congregation or people coming together as a result of a drinking occasion. At least that area needs to be open immediately to first limit the losses and make sure that at least consumers out there have access to safe and legitimate products.
And as I let you go very quickly, so you've put the request through to SARS for that tax deferment. You haven't heard anything as yet, have you?
Yes, we put the letter formally went to SARS on Friday, and we probably going to be getting some level of direction or response from them during the week.
All right, well,
but certainly, of course, it means when decision is taken over the weekend as to whether the current ban is extended or not, it will need to take into consideration that 1.5 billion becomes a different number, a higher number, depending on how long the ban is going to last.
All right, fair enough. SALBA Chairman there, Sibani Mngadi. Thanks very much indeed.